places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goodies power.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
When you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me.
The first open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Will Reichard kicking off for the Vikings.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee, and we are underway from the Superdome. Dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air right away. Here's Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards in the game's opening play and a quick first down.
That's good.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down. Only go back the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw now, Shuck. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Trey Palmer.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
And the Saints.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. That's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back.
His first touchdown of the year. And the Saints get the other end as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kickoff's return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Working to put a drive together. First carry for James Conner. And now off to the races down the right side. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
James Conner, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and they're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
That return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Shuck. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Intended for Jawan
Johnson, the intended target. And it's second down.
Josh Metellus.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Shuck. Over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's 4th down.
Well, indeed go. Here's Shuck. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Conner going to get it again on second down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. His defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Draw play. Mason. And a good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football net. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They run behind center with Carter. And he's going to get stopped. Quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
You had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much heat on that. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Kamara up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play.
It's a gain of 7.
And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Seven, our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll pound it up the middle. Kamara will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of
2 yards, good enough for a first.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now McCarthy. This will be swung out here for counter. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Saints 7. Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind also.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go back and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 12. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Now Shuck on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, Connor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead of get up to middle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And it's running over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he's caught by Vela. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Well, answer right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Throwing, Shuck. Throw finding Fulton over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 20.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
Shuck
line.
now to throw. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. To the air with McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings.
Here's McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
13 yards on the
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Wide open receiver complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Ty Felton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7.
21. Saints 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball. And certainly things will see more of that. Got to keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll hand it to Mason. And he stopped immediately there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his run back out of the backfield. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. He gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
Just by writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fella.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.